What's up, y'all? It's Good Living Fatz. You're now watching Nolazine TV.
So, like, who is the most famous person that you ever met?
I don't know, like, as famous person, but like my most famous experience with a celebrity was with Super. She probably would know. I don't say this story, but like 2000, I don't know, 13, 14, right when they was doing like the Black Ring shit, man. She was doing events, and she got booked in BR. Shout out to Mark Caesar. We was working. It was like, man, Super doing an event. Let's go holler at her. We go to the club, and she bring us on as a part of her entourage, man. She get us in the club. Not only she get us in the club, but she get us on stage with the whole Black Ring crew, and drinks and everything. She showed love. She took a picture with me, posted picture and everything, and I just thought like that shit just blew my mind, just because somebody who had that much influence and who's that big to do that to somebody she don't even know, like to show that much love. So that's why I operate the way I operate, and the Good Living brand, because that's like, and you gotta humble yourself. If somebody like that could do that, man, why we can't? And you see how far that took her. Because I'm talking about 2014, we 2019, and she owned the world, man. So thank you, Super. I know I never told you that, but shout out to you. Free merch whenever, like, for real.
So tell everybody where you from.
Man, I'm from New Orleans. I'm out the 7th Ward. Really off of La Perouse. My grandma was the Frozen Cup lady. If y'all live around there, 7th Ward, Mina, man.
Okay. So when did you start making music?
Really, I was playing around with it probably like 14, 15. I was doing like 2014, 15, I want to say. I was doing the coast to coast stuff, and then I wound up getting a gig, and it wound up taking me from it, being salary and shit. So then, like, started up January this year, I picked it back up, and from January to now, man, we done popping.
Growing up, who influenced you first time start making music?
Yeah, which was crazy, dog, being from the South, but really it was like Jay-Z and Biggie. That was like my 2 favorite rappers. I had like all Jay-Z albums, like all his like mixtapes and shit that he did with Big L, his underground shit. Like that really was like my style. That's really all I really listened to, probably up until like 2015, 2016, when I just started opening up and just having different ear for different things and different music and shit like that. But like that Big L freestyle really would have me, that 7-minute freestyle really had me want to rap and shit.
Okay. Also, do you have any projects coming up?
So, we got videos coming up. I really ain't really dropped like no full project. I just been dropping like a song every month, just trying to do like the whole streaming thing with the the new wave with digital marketing and stuff like that. So we just shot the Big Sipper video. It's actually on Tidal and Spotify today, and like by Monday it'll be on Apple. So that video coming out, and then I'm dropping 21 next month, which produced by KC the Beat Monster. Shout out to KC in Atlanta, man.
Okay. So what's the average day like for you?
The average day, dog, is probably why I'm sick. So I work like 14 hours a day overnight, and then if I got shirt sales, like that morning, I either go run do the shirts, I do studio, I will record. I just keep moving. Like I rather slow down, man. Like I'm trying to pick up, and that's the thing I have a problem with. But it's also something that got me to where I'm in position at right now. It's just to keep grinding.
So you work at night and like in the daytime, but you want to full artist, entrepreneur.
Yeah, night. Corporate salary manager, and then daytime I'm entrepreneur, just basically representing a Good Living brand, man, which is I started that like in March of 2019, so I didn't make a year yet, so we just grind, man.
So do you have a website for your clothing line?
So that's the thing. All right, I had a website. My server and the website I have didn't work out, so right now strictly just Instagram. All my shirts you get me from either Instagram, Facebook, just face-to-face transactions, and I do like different pop-ups events once a month. Shout out to Minor Art Nola. I do that every month too. So that's how you can get me.
How did you come up with the name like Good Living?
So Good Living is really more of a lifestyle that I've been like I believe in, and it's not just just thinking that everything's good. It's actually the opposite. Like coming from New Orleans or pretty much anywhere in life, you always gonna go through problems, go through negative shit, fucked up shit happen. And at one point, as a youngin', I took that and I didn't see no positive of it. I just thought that 18, 19 is over. I'm gonna be dead, locked up. How everybody else feel. And then I started having different experiences and seeing that just being positive and doing something, you'll work your way out of it. So that's really what Good Living really all about, is taking a negative and turning it into a positive. So when I started my brand, that's pretty much what we do. We try to take the situations we in, and no matter what it is, we try to turn lemons to lemonade and just be positive. And with that, it got me meeting like a lot of different people and just opened up a lot of doors for me. So I think that separates me too, just the way I conduct business, because just with the Good Living, like you give out this positive energy, and most people come back with the same type of energy.
So what separates you from other artists?
I think what separates me, I stay in my own lane, man. I don't try to dive in other lanes. I don't try to go into things that I really don't know about. I try to stick it to basically just day-to-day activities, life, and just having fun, having good times. And if you ever been to any of my events, parties, video shoots, that I'm get your junk turned up. So it's always just cool, chill vibe. So I think that's separated, because you know what you get when you come with me.
So, like 3 years from now, where do you see your music career going?
That's a good question. 3 years from now, man, hopefully is nothing but is up. Probably partner with somebody. I really don't want to be signed right now. Everything that we drop is under Good Living Entertainment. So, hopefully I get something and do a partnership deal with somebody. If not, we keep pushing the way we pushing, and just hope them numbers constantly going up, and then the checks get bigger, and then I don't know, bro, I give back to the city.
Okay. So far as your city, do you feel like other artists in your city support one another?
That's a good question. I see a lot of different answers about that. For me, I personally say I came back in the game in January, and the support I'm getting, I can't say that artists don't, but I can see how people could feel that way. But it's always how you conduct yourself when you do business, because at the end of the day, it's still business. At the end of the day, it's still like a barter system. Like, what do you have for me? So it's like, it's gotta be a trade-off. So but can it get better? Yeah, but at the same time, you gotta create your own wave, create your own lane. Like, ain't nobody just gonna give it to you. Like, it's just, you gotta work for it.
Okay. What you just said, but you came back in January.
Right.
So where did you go?
Well, I started back rapping in January, so I had completely left it alone for like 4 years, man. I was really doing like the corporate thing. Coming up the ladder, really thought like that was the wave, and like things went left. When I'm losing my pops and shit just went down, and I just seen how like working 70, 80 hours a week, getting the same check no matter how many hours you're doing, it just wasn't in the cards for me. So I started just branching out, doing different things, and then I got back into music. Actually, one of my partners, he was recording with Nayo. He linked me up with him, and then that's how I got here.
Because I sure had one question about that. I'm about to ask you, has it ever been a point in your music career when you just want to give up?
Man, that's like an everyday thing, dog. If a nigga who rap or an entrepreneur tell you like they never want to give up, it's probably like they like capping. Like it's an everyday thing. Cause
I ain't never gonna give up.
You don't want to give up.
Well, I won't work for nobody.
Right. But you know, but as an entrepreneur, you know that shit hard because everything fall on yourself, and then you know you more vulnerable than anybody else because you basically when you're an entrepreneur, you selling yourself. You always got to sell yourself. You always got to put yourself in a way to make sure that you
to create
right and that you can conduct business and make sure it be profitable. So you know if you sick or if you having a bad day, you can't be like man I can't work today or man I can't go to the studio today, I can't go sell these shirts. So like you gotta stay on top of it. So sometimes you do miss that security of you know just all right go do a 9 to 5.
And you know you'll get a check.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You know you're gonna get a check, but at the end of the day, the way the world going, like they'll lay you off day tomorrow, so that's not even guaranteed right now. So I think that's why a lot of people really go into that entrepreneur way.
I actually like the process of actually fighting for that check. Every day going for it.
Yeah, man. I like it too. I like the engagement. Like it's something about that. I don't want to say the hand-to-hand transaction, but when people just you know, I sell a shirt and you know I get that, or if I see my streams going up, or if I see my you know one of the videos numbers starting doing well.
You know you actually did it yourself.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It feels good. I just feel good to say that you know that hey man somebody from I can't remember what it was from, but I don't even know. I couldn't even spell it. And they was telling me on it, like, you know, they listen to my music. Like, shit like that just make you feel like a whole different wave, man.
Tell your fans something about you that you don't show on your social media.
That don't show?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. I don't really know because I'm really, like, I'm open. But, alright, probably a lot of people don't know this. But like I'm funny, I'm cool, but like I'm kind of mean as fuck too. Like I'm real standoffish, so that's probably what I don't show. Like on social media, I'm real, you know, all positive, and I'm with everybody, support everybody with all that. But like my circle is like real small. Like to really get to me is like a real small thing. But I still support everybody, show love to everybody.
Okay. So like, what's your most memorable concert performance that you had? And I'm telling people why.
My most memorable concert performance. Actually, it's not even going to be a recent performance. It's going to be like one that we did. Actually, I got two. I would say the one I did on the 19th at Tiny Buffalo, just because it was actually like kind of my event. I shared the event with the Overthinkers, and we actually just took like the 17th and we had vendors out there, and we turned like a little porch into like a venue, and we just did songs out there. So I thought that was dope for me to have all these different type of people jamming, listening to music, dancing, doing the beanie weenie shit like that. So that was like real cool vibes, and that was like at the top of my list. Plus, you know, I sold merch, but that was just a real cool vibe, just because it was like my name on the flyer. But another one was something me and my partner I used to rap with, Jay Mitch, we did something at Cafe Istanbul, and it was like a 20-minute set, but we did it different, man. We came out with tuxedos, and we did like poet and all type of stuff, and that's where I was doing bars, and we just got like a real good response from that, and that really took us to go further at that point in time. So that was dope.
Okay. So far as your city, do you feel like the local DJs in the radio could do a better job of working local artist music?
I mean, if you want to go that route and say, yeah, I mean, they could, but at the end of the day, they're not, and it's not really their job to, because when I make records, I don't think about the DJ. I don't say, man, I'm going to give this record directly to this DJ because it's a hit or whatever like that. So I don't really feel like that. Like, you know, with social media these days, like the platform is for you to promote it and for you to reach out and you to use these algorithms and stuff like that. But of course, you know, the DJs, they could, but they not, because at the end of the day, they gotta make sure their job working. So if your song not popping and they play it and people start leaving out the club, a club owner, an event, the promoter looking at him because I was on the
fire.
Right, you know, I've been on the promoter side, and I done been when I had events and the DJ playing all his pot and shit, and everybody looking. I got people leaving at 12 o'clock, and I ain't make the ball yet and shit like that. So I understand that part of it, and I guess that's why I'm not really as hard up on it, on sending my stuff like that. But definitely radio. I really think radio played out. I can't tell you the last time I really listened to the radio. Like my phone is either on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, some shit like that. But I don't listen to the radio. So people be paying the money for radio placement. I mean, I don't know. To me, I think that's just outdated.
Okay. So what is the best song that you have released so far, and I'm telling people why?
Like, as far as numbers wise, or just my particular favorite?
Yours.
My particular favorite, I would say, song. I'm gonna do two. I'm gonna say song and video. My favorite song is "Starving," just because it really was like my coming out when really people started taking me serious as a rapper in this city, and that's when I started getting reach to more people, and then just like the meaning of the song. Like the song really was just saying that, yeah, nigga big, but my pocket's petite. Like I'm hurting, I'm grinding, just like everybody else. Like you see me smiling, but I'm trying to get this money like y'all. So a lot of people felt that. I got a lot of great responses off that. And then like my favorite video this fall would be like No Flocking. Not just because it got the best numbers, just that was like the epitome of my brand. Like we really shot that video for like 6 hours, but in the midst of shooting, we was drinking, having fun. Like we forgot that we was working, and that was just like the laughs and everything you seen. That's all genuine. None of that was planned out. None of that was just. It was just us having a good time. So that's my two favorites.
So tell your fans, something about you, that people don't know at all.
So something that nobody know at all is that my clothing line, it was never supposed to be a brand, never supposed to be what it is. It was actually just something I started rapping, and I didn't want mess with no deals because I didn't mess with managers and stuff like that. So I said I want to do it myself. So I did the Good Living, got the LLC straight. So I wanted a logo, and one of my partners wanted taking me to a vendor, and they did a logo for me, and I just started posting it, and people was like, oh man, I like that, well, can I get one? So then I was just doing like maybe 8 shirts, 9 shirts here, and then it wound up taking off, and that's how we wound up getting the Good Living merch. And then I wound up switching, and then I ventured off into Good Living Ricky and Good Living Nola. So that's something nobody knows, man. It never was supposed to be like it just something took off. So if you have a hunch about something, or you have a vision, and man, just go with it, cause you never know where it take you, man. Like this, it wasn't even planned, brother.
Okay. So like on the average, how many hours like in a week do you spend in the studio?
In the studio, so I try to knock out. That's it. Each session we literally be like 4 hours. So I want to say maybe 8 hours a week. But then we space it out though, because by me, it's just us. It's like nobody backing us. I don't think people realize that nobody backs us. So it's just me, my partner, Good Living Mall, and Good Living Tosh, and then I got my little cousin, Good Living Wax. So we just try to space it out and drop music, get beats, make music, get it mixed and mastered, and then do videos for it. So I'm gonna say about 8 hours, but it's split up. So we're gonna go to like 16 hours a month maybe, then you do it like that. But it's not like a constant, just because we gotta break everything down from studio time and paying for beats and stuff like that. It should add up.
So what's your advice to younger artists that try to follow in your footsteps?
To younger artists, man, just be you. Like, be yourself. I think that's like the best thing that that could happen to you. And then just be humble. I think a lot of people sometimes they get a little fan and they kind of lose that sense of what we got in the game for, or what it was like to be in that position. So I think as a younger artist, you just gotta just pay attention, be yourself, and just stay grounded. Yeah, man.
Do you feel like you have to move out your city like once your music career reach a certain milestone?
I mean, yeah, bro. I mean, sometimes you feel like you gotta get out your city now to stay safe. I mean, ain't too many really here. It's not even being rappers. It's just this, kind of environment. But would I leave? Probably not. I mean, it's all good living over here. But I see why people will leave, and I see, you can fall into temptation and things can't happen. But at the end of the day, who's gonna stop that? Who's gonna make that change? Who's gonna make it to where, we putting the city back on the map like it's supposed to be? So if everybody keep leaving, then we just gonna keep complaining. We gonna keep saying, oh man, Atlanta got everybody. But yeah, they stay there. Like them people, they blow up or they go back to where, even if they don't live there, they still rep and they stay and they go back home and bring it home. So I feel like if I get big, I gotta stay in the city.
Gotta still stay in New Orleans.
I gotta do it.
I feel the same way.
Yeah, bro.
At first I felt like hell in New Orleans.
Yeah, I mean, you'll feel that way just because it's just, But I can honestly say though, I don't know, you might feel different. You work with different, but do you feel like that it's a change in the people or people working together? I feel like now more people are open to working together. I see more brands linking up. I see more features kind of with artists kind of doing it. I'm seeing it more. It's not as more as I'm from this block and I'm only listening to this block. I'm from this hood, I'm only listening to this hood. So I'm seeing kind of going in the right direction. It's not all the way there yet. I mean, we still got some work to do, but I feel like, man, we gonna get there.
Personally, me, I just feel like artists in New Orleans and entrepreneurs starting to realize we all we got right now.
Right.
So it's like New Orleans versus everybody. Like,
yeah, I ain't really like that.
That's the reason why people more like, a lot of people starting to watch that Houston starting to support their people. Atlanta's super hard on supporting.
Right.
Other cities are really like, man, it's us versus everybody. So we have no choice. We gotta just cut down a little bit of the beef. Everything can't be cut down, but
right.
You gotta change something.
Yeah, everything. I mean, and that's the thing. I don't want people to think like the good living brand. I'm telling y'all, like everything is all gonna be peaches. It's not. Like it's some issues that you just can't cross, and but really it's just learning to coexist with people. It's not liking everybody or dealing with everybody. It's just learning to coexist. And I make money, you make money. So if we even get to the part with a city like that, when people just coexisting and staying in their lanes and making money like that, we even be.
I personally think it's gonna get there when everybody start making money.
Yeah.
When everybody have a little money in their pocket, but the hate kind of get a little turned down. Like some people just born haters, but some people like we got some money. It's very hard to really be paying attention to what somebody else doing when you got some real income coming in.
But it's never the people who getting the money that get. Like, you gotta think about everybody that's getting the money who like the last couple. They the ones that get taken down. I mean,
but you can move to another city and shine, and somebody could be looking at you.
Hey man,
I'm
keep it real with you. Like most of my streams and all that stuff is from other cities. Like I look at my playlist and all that stuff. Right. My top 5, New Orleans be like 3rd or 4th, but it always be other cities.
What's the saying in New Orleans? New Orleans gonna support you once everybody else do.
Yeah, man. But you don't let that distract you. Like the thing is, you gotta use that as motivation and make yourself hot. Cause once you hot, they gonna love you. And once New Orleans love you, like they love you forever. Like once you become a New Orleans legend, like no matter what you do, you're a legend forever. But I just don't like the last couple years, every hot artist we done had, like either they didn't, passed away, rest in peace, they wind up getting locked up. I think it started with Flo, the Vish was on, Long Live Vish. He was about to blow up. They took him. R.I.P. Teddy. Teddy he was signed to QC. He was making waves. B2Y. I mean, I think a lot of every time we have an artist that's about to blow, is like something just happened. So I could see why you might want to move. But at the end of the day, man, we just gotta change that.
Right. So what's next for you?
So what's next for me, man, is hopefully the ceiling, bro. Just keep climbing up. That's all I want to keep doing. Just more merch, more music, more sales, more events, and just hopefully just more support, bro. That's all I ask for. I don't want nobody to play. I just want my own.
Okay. And last but not least, tell everybody where can they find you, and also where can they find your music.
Alright, y'all can find me on Instagram at KingFatsexy. That's at King Fat Sexy. Twitter is Easy Got 'em. Y'all can find me on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, Pandora, pretty much any streaming service as Good Living Fats. That's my name, but Instagram handle is at King Fat Sexy. All for merch is at Good Living.